Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. We have had a wonderful time so far. It started with David taking a tour through my home.
Oh yes.
We had some light refreshments, some nice drinks, and I was able to show David some of my artwork. And now we're here to have an art discussion.
Oh yeah.
So David, tell me a little bit about what you thought.
Art is always so subjective.
Yes.
Donna Moss and I were here earlier, and we were having, of course, our own conversations about it because designers have all different types of clients. But the balance of what your art is unbounding, quite frankly. You have balance. However, it's about all the layers of your life.
Yes.
Before Miss Texas, during Miss Texas, after Miss Texas. So there's a lot of energy that flows through all of your art. The interesting part about it is that energy transference happens through art. Designers' clients desire that. They want something that will transfer energy into their design. They want something that will change it or cause a reaction that will last with them for years and years and years. And that's what Donna and I saw when we were looking at all your artwork.
I like what you said about an energy transfer. Because when I am painting, I believe that's what I'm doing. Whether I'm singing, whether I'm painting, I believe in that so strongly. And when I was just preparing my home for you to come into it, that was something that I really did think about.
You probably struggled with it a little bit.
I did.
Yeah,
I did so much.
It's kind of cleaning up before the housekeeper comes.
Yeah, I really did. I thought, I have these two very important people coming to see me in my home. And when you're showing your work to people like yourselves, that's something that you take seriously.
Well, and I appreciate you saying that because we take our lives and our clients very seriously in design because we want to make sure we give them our very best.
Yes.
And I can tell you that when we walked in, it's the very best. And we really appreciate you letting us come in and see this. This is almost like walking into a gallery. It's like, wow, this is great. It's because we don't get the opportunity to see this all the time. So this is like a special treat. So tell me this, when you became Miss Texas and before you did, how did your artwork evolve from there?
David, when I was running for Miss Texas, it was the very first time that I entered. And I entered because I wanted to change my life. I wanted the opportunity to go to college and make something better for myself. I wanted to be the best version of myself. And that definitely transfers into my artwork. My artwork is about me rising up to become the best version of myself. It's like a spiritual experience. It's about, for me, the universe, God, a higher power, hearing my prayers and knowing that the best is still yet to come for me.
And I can certainly see that. As we were traveling through your penthouse, we were seeing the levels of your life. You can see the transference from before, during, and then after. You can see that in all of your artwork. And I think that that's the mystery that you gave us as part of that inspiration. Is really wonderful. But that actually leads me to another question. I understand that you have a unique cultural background. How does your cultural background now influence the way that your art comes to the canvas?
My cultural background definitely influences the way my art comes to the canvas because I am multiracial. I know some people are biracial, but I have Native American, Irish, and I also have, sorry, my brain, it's almost too much. I consider myself a Creole. So I have Native American, African, and Irish ancestry.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that comes to play. My father has an African, Sierra Leonean background. My mother is Choctaw, Apache, and Creek Indian. And I also have Irish, Scandinavian ancestry. All of these things come to me through my artwork. And I can't take it out. So I like to paint ocean scenes. I like to paint the spiritual southwestern phoenix rising through my paintings. And I like to paint the bright colors of the Caribbean waters, the Sierra Leonean background. All of that is part of who I am. I believe in the ancestors. I believe that they are with me. I believe that they help me.
It's all about, it seems to me, the collection of where the ocean meets the moon and the sun, and it all comes together. And it's almost like that's the recipe for life.
Yes, I believe strongly in that. Even where we sit today on this plot of land, where we are is very near an old gravesite, and it was
I've
one
heard
of the
that.
first
Yes,
towns
yes.
after Reconstruction that the first black town was built after the Civil War.
That's incredible.
And I believe that I draw inspiration just from living in this spot.
Adding more to your art and your story and what comes out onto the canvas. It's just more of you.
Yes, it is just even more of me. And as you see in some of my paintings, I draw some of the sunsets, and I believe I draw that inspiration from my southwestern Apache heritage that I get from my mother.
Right, of course. Looking to the sun for the direction of life.
Yes, I look to the sun, and I look to that, and I feel that it inspires me and helps me to keep going.
That's perfect.